When I started ABG, I thought I could raise $1.2 million in the first year and run 20 art classes in schools, and we'd just fund the artists. That first year, we raised maybe $1,000. I chose to run ABG as a volunteer and made it my full-time job. And when you commit to something and it matters to you that much, it changes the way that coming to today and sitting here 10 years later feels. And it brings me the greatest joy to see it growing without me.
When a child, especially a child from an under-resourced community, is able to tap into their creativity, they're able to let their imagination flow. And when that imagination flows, they are able to dream about so many things and are really able to make the impossible possible. And that's one of the reasons why we go and provide our programming to different locations, is because we want to honor their space. People will meet them there. Meeting all the kids at LeCompte Middle School was really exciting because we got to see and hear from them all of their ideas that they had for the murals that we were painting with them.
If you have an idea that seems like beyond crazy, still share it, because we have 7 handball courts to paint.
7, yeah.
And we gotta get creative.
Well, first of all, I just want to hear, what do you all want to see? What do you all want to be?
It's like space themed.
Okay, space themed.
A dragon down the middle. Gators riding on top of the dragon.
That is so cool. We want to do that idea with the dragon. We could do different people silhouettes of them skating on top of.
The power of community is something that I don't think we as communities totally understand yet. The more that we as people that so often wonder why we feel lonely realize that we're better in community, the more we can do faster, more effectively, more loving, and more powerfully.
These are old cans. These have been sitting here baking in the sun for years. My name is Gillian Brace Wessel. I am a muralist and artist in residency or specialized arts instructor with Arts Bridging the Gap. And this company is really based around positive values of really bringing art and making it accessible to kids in schools and kids in different communities here in Los Angeles, which is really crucial. I don't want to get too personal about it, but for me, this is something that saves people. And I really wish this had been available for myself and my friends when we were young. So I'm really, really proud, honored, grateful to get to do this type of work. These are life skills that we're teaching them through art. And so, it's just powerful, man. Art is changing the world and artists are at the forefront of that. So that's what's up.
I think there's a path being laid for young people to see that art can be a career, and it can actually be a really lucrative one. What we need to do as an arts nonprofit and as people that get to hold space for young people is to show them that with art comes a responsibility.
Yep, hold it closer.
Yeah, let's be honest. All of ours are pretty easy.
Try to start with the dot thing. Yeah, for sure.
Try it. I want to make this line, but I know that's
Try.
I'm
super close. Go.
Trying to barely.
Yes, that's pretty good though.
That's cool. But I know I always liked creating people and drawing people and being like, oh, this is me and this is this person, this is my mom, this is my brother. I just remember always wanting to draw people and put that down onto the paper. When I learned art history and I minored in art history in college, Black women aren't a part of the conversation, rarely women in general. Just being able to have something where it's like, this is my thing, this is what I do, I create art, I'm an artist. It kind of helped me feel like I belong somewhere because people were trying to force me into like other boxes. I do think it's important for students, especially the students that I work with, a lot of Black and brown kids, to see me and know that it's possible for them too.
Hi, could everyone come over here for a second too? Just so that we can close out for the weekend. First off, congrats to so many of us for our first murals with ABG. Seriously, like, incredible. I think yesterday was the best community paint day that the organization has ever had in 10 years. But I mean, these 7 murals are just incredible. And I was doing the tally last night. So counting all of those, we have officially surpassed 100 murals in Los Angeles County. Yeah! So that's huge, which is a huge, huge deal. We have done over 100 murals. We are introducing so many different forms of art to a young person that they honestly maybe would never have had the opportunity to explore. When a child picks up the paintbrush for the first time and paints a mural, or when they start dancing on stage in front of an audience for the first time, it's really incredible to see their eyes light up and their minds light up. It's exciting to know that for many of the youth that we serve, ABG is just the beginning of this exploration of what the arts can do and can be for a child.
The fact that I have an opportunity to bring arts to kids that are looking for it but don't have the means for it or the opportunities, I feel like acting and performing arts can build their confidence in a different way. It pushes them to be vulnerable in a specific way that maybe they can't do at home or they don't feel comfortable doing at school. So I'm trying to get them back to that initial form of like play.
We have an unresolved issue that art doesn't exist in every school and isn't funded at the level that general ed is funded. Being willing to do art and show yourself in art is one of the hardest, bravest, most powerful things. You're not hiding under anything. And very few people are willing to say, in whichever form it comes out, this is me. And I'm willing to have you judge me and critique me and not like me, because this is me. When I think about Christian failing a lot of classes and really with a GPA that wasn't anything that was gonna get him where his parents might want him to be, and where I think of him graduating with honors, when I think about him, or I think about Liz was in the first class at ABG. She's such a beautiful soul that I feel very proud that we got to be a part of letting Liz know that she really has something to show the world.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth and I'm from Hollywood, California. I joined ABG back in 2017 when I was 14 years old. Being a part of ABG, I'm a shy person, but when I joined ABG, I was really, really quiet and really, really shy. And then as I got to grow and be kind and be a part of this community, I feel like I definitely opened up. The opportunity they've given me is that I'm even able to do this at all, because I wouldn't know where to start. Like, they gave me a place to start and be able to continue, and like I was able to make this at 14, which meant so much to me at 14. It was like such an amazing thing to be able to tell people that I did.
When a child steps into a classroom and there's been trauma in the house, trauma in their streets, they can't focus on study. They can't focus on their homework. We literally know scientifically that they can't hear their teacher properly. They're handicapped physically, emotionally, and mentally from succeeding. ABG gives them a pocket in their day and in their week to heal from that so that they can succeed in every other classroom that they walk into. So when you ask me, what would it look like for a child to not have ABG? It's unfortunately, right now, it looks like the world that most of our kids live in. And that's not okay.
We as an organization are deeply committed to being civically engaged. We painted the largest Black Lives Matter movement mural in the United States in 2020 at the height of the COVID pandemic, at the height of the Black Lives Matter protests, at the height of a lot of anxiety for a lot of people. And now today that mural is tagged and defaced. And while that doesn't mean that it can't be fixed, it is a little sad. It's honestly, it's heartbreaking to know that people don't see the beauty in what we do. When someone sees public art, they aren't just seeing art, they are seeing the identity of a community. They are seeing people's voices, our children's voices represented on large scales. When people don't like your art, that just means that you're doing the right thing. And I know that ABG is doing the right thing.
ABG is capable of transforming how communities feel about each other, transforming how young people are going to lead our future. The future for ABG feels like, to me, it feels like that moment as a kid that you go to your first high school dance and you've never been to one before, and you step in and there's weird lighting and you don't know what it's about to be, but you know that this is the beginning of something that's going to be pretty cool. Because we really have earned our place on the dance floor. We really have shown that we know the steps and we've learned them. I'm so proud that ABG has this extremely bright and bountiful and meaningful and impactful future where we can just scale and help so many young people be their best self because we learnt how to do it step by step, by taking the long road to fill those forms out, to learning how to work with the city with integrity, to learning how to bring in community with integrity. None of this was short-changed. The hard yards were done so that now we just get to dance. I mean, there's still a lot of work to be done, but we get to dance while doing it. And that's what makes it so fun, to just celebrate with our team that we've earned this, and now what more can we do for young people? It really does feel like anything's possible.